I think I may have misspelled Gorshlax's name, and I apologize for that.
I'm sorry to all deep fans of Detective Heart of America.
I don't think there's an E in her name. Boy, do I love a good soda. You're in luck in giving away free samples. If I can drum some hype, maybe I'll open a concession stand. So he gave us ginger ale.
So the ginger ale will probably heal you all your stats conditions, but then like actually stab you in the stomach.
Gives defense up, special defense up, and speed up, but then gives the opposite of those 3 turns later.
Oh no!
All the sodas have like weird. All the sodas have weird stuff like that. Oh, where are the drive-in, by the way? These Colonel enemies are really annoying, but once you do... This is part of another Exterminator mission.
Oh boy.
And once you kill, I think, 10 of them, they just go away forever, which is good, because I actually... This might be one of my least favorite enemies in the game.
Oh, but look at him!
It's very goofy. I like the look of the unpopcorn, but it's very annoying to fight.
It baby. Basically at him.
It has 3 attacks. It spits kernels at you. It can cook itself a snack. Take of that, interpret that what you will, and it also can explode in your face. It has a self-destruct attack.
Oh boy.
And I don't think I've ever seen it not kill a party member instantly in this area. I don't even think the monster has an elemental weakness either.
Just some popcorn.
It's a really annoying enemy. Now she can save more lives.
More lives.
Light vest. And popcorn kernel.
You have a nice harem going on. Including your mom, but you know, it makes sense for an anime. Anime is the thing I watch. Oh no, help.
It's him again. He's in pain. I hope this movie does well. I'm banking on it. Are you an investor? You could say that. See, if it does well, they'll make sequels. That's a whole lot of car chasers and explosions. And that's good for business, as I'm the official car supplier of the movie studio. You look at the screen, I see action, I see dollar bills.
Violence against cars, man.
That's typically CG, right, when they do that? I mean...
There's some practical effects you can do with cars, but it's
practical
mostly CG
effect
now.
crashing a car and then realizing the take messed up must be the worst feeling. Like, it's...
I think I was watching a video of, the one, which one, Silent Night, Deadly Night? It's the Garbage Day. It's that movie.
The one with like 5 sequels for some reason.
Yeah.
And the final one of the men becomes a doll. Oh, this battle I think encapsulates everything I hate about this enemy. It's only 2 of them. Only 1 of them, but it just keeps healing itself, and then it ends with just exploding in his face and killing him. I hate the...
But I don't remember what... It was like a review, I think, of the movie, and they pointed out that
Sympathy.
A car flipping over was a practical effect that almost hit the lead actor.
Oh no. Oh no.
Because that movie was made with no money. Oops.
Suspects are still out there, terrorizing the people.
She has more missions for you since I ranked up her
The
thing.
Green-ish Goblin.
The Green-ish Goblin. Shadow Monster and Toastergeist. I could probably do Moody Foodie at this point. I died to him earlier.
With your band of misfits right here.
You say band as soon as I put the musician in. Also, if you die, you go to school, remember? It's like... Even if it's only for 15 minutes. It's more like a detention, really.
Like, hey guys, I'm sorry, but bye.
Hey bro, where was my invite to the family outing? Mom's been pestering me to take her to see this movie. We just assumed you were too busy to join us. Mailman Luigi, I'm the VP, not an accountant. Of course I have time. That's a good point. Hey, keep it down, you two. That hunk Tom Bruce is really something, isn't he? I've heard he's kind of quirky in real life. Sure, I can't hear his muscles over your chit-chat. Also, you notice when the mom was in the party, she wasn't in that spot, but as soon as I put her in, the game does that kind of thing too. So like, this is another reason why I encourage swapping your party out a lot, because you might miss some dialogue if you have the same 3 party members the whole game. Oh, killing the colonels with the car does not count towards the exterminator missions. You're enjoying yourself, huh? All my favorite action heroes jam-packed into one throw ride. Sounds like a winner. If only they'd make a movie about you and your citizens. I'd watch that in a heartbeat. Oh, okay. We're way up close to the screen, and why are we in a car? Who authorized this operation? Now, you need... We're about to enter a minigame.
Oh boy.
You need the used car salesman to actually do this. You have to drive into the screen. And then...
Oh no! Oh, we're here now, aren't we?
Now, this is actually a pretty fun minigame. You basically just run around and just destroy stuff. It's like Rampage, but like with less people shooting you.
And also it's the opposite, because the building's the big one.
My strategy for this is to go along the street, and then you can still fire your citizens during this and hit the buildings with them. Because the buildings crumble, and they drop 25 points for every bit of building you crumble, and that adds up over time. Look at this, I'm already almost halfway to the goal.
Oh boy.
And I think you have 90 seconds to do this, to cause as much destruction as possible. If you fail, you can just do it again. Again, this game is very casual, that sort of thing, so...
Our president, everyone. Just imagine, you're minding your own business, and then you just see this band of, I don't even know, like, criminals come through.
I'm the vice president.
Yeah.
I have authorization to do this.
This isn't a thing that most vice presidents do.
Well, we're not most vice presidents.
We're the vice president.
We're the vice president of the world.
I'm doing this because I'm beautiful and deserve it. Look at that smile.
He's always confident in every situation.
Which is why he's such a good protagonist.
You know, in the sequel, the protagonist also has a goofy face all the time, but the sequel also tries to have a couple more serious moments, but he still has the goofy face.
God.
I love the sequel. Cut, that's a wrap. The city lies in ruins, all thanks to you. Good job. I can't wait for the reviews tomorrow.
Reviewed in tomatoes.
That was... They would have called it like Rotten Oranges or something. I'm surprised they don't make a Rotten Tomatoes joke in this game.
Spoiled fruit.
Spoiled fruit. And yeah, this is the top of the White House.
It just happens.
And here's the pilot.
Or better yet, how you plan on getting down. Sounds like you need me. That's good. I like being needed. I'm going with you. You can be my co-pilot. Let's take the...
She joins you automatically here. So yeah, she is a pretty useful party member. I recommend leveling her up, or leveling up her talent even if you don't plan to use her. You want to name her Nostalgia Critic for some reason? I think I did mention that she likes movies.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay, yeah. Also, there weren't enough characters, so instead she's Nostalgia Crit.
Nostalgia cry.
Nostalgia Critical Hit.
She remembers it, so you don't have to.
He flies you around town. I kind of like her. She's another party member who doesn't have a normal attack to gain energy off of, but equip the parachute, it's good. So to gain energy, she has short hop, continental, and long haul. It locks her into gaining energy for 3 turns, and it has a chance to end early. And aside from that, she just has like a bunch of fire-based attacks, which are extremely powerful. Like, she is really useful. You just have to get a bit used to how she plays, because she is very different from most characters. And yeah, there's only 8 hotspots in the game. It's not a huge game, but like it makes the most out of the time you have, out of the places it has, which I think is very smart.
All right. Which early movie critic would you like? Early YouTube.
Oh, hey, here's the other. Here's the other spot for the photographer or photojournalist. What was your question?
Which like early 2010 like YouTube critic, over-angry critic would you be?
Would I be?
Or her. What's your personality test? This is the only personality test.
She would be the irate gamer.
Oh boy.
I have a bit of an embarrassing YouTube confession. I found the irate gamer dump. I found the irate gamer before I found AVGN, and I thought that AVGN was a ripoff of him.
Oh no.
Yeah, the story of irate gamer is like... YouTube started promoting him because they thought he was a more family-friendly AVGN. They noticed people were liking AVGN, which did get him more popular, but it also got him a lot of hate because it was very clear that he was kind of ripping him off. Not even like in being inspired by kind of way, like it just seemed very cynical how he was doing stuff.
It's so weird how like the landscape of like movie YouTube review is like totally different than it was like in the early 2000s.
Is he still doing stuff? Oh my god.
Nostalgia Critic?
No, I know Nostalgia Critic used to. Irate Gamer, Chris Boris, I think is his name. It's my phone.
It could
right
be
there.
anywhere.
Aaron, can you hear me on my phone? I want to check this right now.
Oh boy.
I want to see if Irate Gamer is still doing stuff.
Yeah, but you have like just weird shifts in general. Like Nostalgia Critic hasn't changed since like 2010, which you could say might be a slight bit of a detriment. But then you feel like Lindsay Ellis, who's now making video essays. Heck yes.
Hey, my friend.
So many reviewers we got here.
He's doing podcasts.
Oh god. That's the one sign you've given up. You're doing podcasts now.
Podcast top 5. I rate gamers' response to Nostalgia Critic's Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Oh, remember when everyone was mad at Nostalgia Critic reviewing that?
That was a pretty bad review. It wasn't even a review. Oh god, look at that thumbnail.
Oh no.
Oh man, he's doing
I love it.
1.5k views ain't bad though, I gotta say.
I love it when people do reviews without understanding like the most basics about what they're reviewing. It's my favorite.
D23 Expo, Marvel shows She-Hulk, Miss Marvel, Moon Knight.
The feminists are taking over.
Look at that thumbnail. Oh my god, I might have to place these in. Like, oh yeah, here's the bartender who serves soda, we swear.
Is his minigame just a bar tapper minigame?
His bar, I don't like his minigame. I actually had to do this several times. This is like my 3rd time attempting it. He basically plays red light, green light, but I think it's supposed to recontextualize as you drinking soda and the fizz coming back to bite you.
It would have been so much better if it was a tapper. Or what was that
I
game?
wish this was like a straight up root beer tapper minigame or something. That would have been pretty hilarious.
Is that game formatted copyrighted?
You can't format a play style. Or you can't copyright a play style.
You think people would be mad though? Like, oh, this is totally my play style. What are you talking about?
My best recommendation for this is count your clicks and count how long it takes it to go red and then stop early. Like, you lose like 1,000 points for every misclick when you hit it when it's in the red, and you gain like 200 when it's not in the red. So like it's better for you to miss a few greens than accidentally hit red a couple times. Yeah, I just made that one. Like, that's a really annoying minigame.
You got him.
I hear some people have a lot of trouble with that one, like people who with carpal tunnel.
Well, probably, yeah.
Yeah, you also want to name them 4 kids?
You know, because it's totally soda.
Because it's soda, we swear.
Rice balls?
So, like, you know the soda stuff? I'm gonna give him the pickle jar because why the heck not? All of his attacks are basically like use items of those like soda items that give massive buffs and then massive debuffs later. But those are like his normal abilities. He also has some like water moves and where he just like shakes a bottle up and then rockets it at someone. Like
so.
And now we're gonna get the photojournalist. We're at the point in the game where like we're gonna be jumping a lot. To get a bunch of party members.
You as well. I want to see the whole wide world. I love to travel.
She's also another like slightly normal person too. Man.
Her gimmick. She's not really great in battle, but she has you want to name her for exposure.
You gotta pay her with exposure.
She has this one move that everyone kind of loves where she can duplicate an enemy with its current health and status ailments, and this works on bosses. You can duplicate an enemy and then just keep killing it for infinite experience.
Heck yeah.
That's probably her best move. She's kind of below average everywhere else, but like that's like one thing that kind of makes her stand out a lot.
It's what the gamers deserve.
Create a duplicate of the target. And once again, that's a gimmick that only that's a move that only hardcore RPG fans would really care about. Again, this game is deceptively deep sometimes.
Alright, now that we're bringing more people to our cult, we can move on.
Yep. And counting that, I noticed I had more than 20 people, so let's recruit the super fan as well.
Woo!
It's so many other citizens! Can I join you guys? It's like a dream come true.
Can humans be quantifiable?
I really like the super fan. She's based around buffing other party members, and she's also one of very few characters to have a revive spell. I think her, the baker, and like one other character. What is this name?
So a fujoshi is a term for female fans of anime who really like yaoi.
I regret that name. Defensive, brain trust. All of these give like a stat up to the whole party. Her rescue, it's in a category called like DIY heroism, which I love. She also might have my favorite get hit quote in the game. When she takes damage, she goes, "I wasn't a fan of that."
0 out of 10. No stars.
No stars. At the Crystal Beach waypoint, you get an apron for the drink artist, which I'd argue is her best equip. You'll never believe what this does. Gain 1 energy every round.
Oh no.
It's
she's
just
ready.
So she just has a regen for energy. You know, the character based around giving her energy to other people. It's crazy. Like, it's ridiculous what you can do with her. And this is like a little bit south of the like White House area. If you go to the northwest,
Shrek.
we have a swamp.
Shrek.
And I don't like this area. It has some very annoying enemies, although admittedly you do get 2 really good party members here, so it might be worth going out of your way. You don't need to come here at all to beat the game.
Huh.
This is, I think, the first area we're going to see of like several where like you don't even need to step foot in there to beat the game. This place is called Flushmore too.
Oh boy.
And it's in canon, or in the lore, this is where the stuff you flush down the toilet goes.
Yum. So good.
and you just walk through it.
So at what point have you regretted me naming the characters?
Well, right there I kind of regretted it.
Like, at what point did you realize, oh no?
Oh my, okay, the enemies here are extremely dangerous.
Look at him.
Yeah, this is the Giraffodile and the Bloaty Toad. The Bloaty Toad isn't annoying, however, it has... I'm gonna reset the battle, I don't like...
Is that a reference to Invader Zim?
The Bloaty
Bloaties?
Toad... The Bloaty Toad, has really long attack animations, basically.
Oh,
and that just
boy.
makes it really annoying to fight, even though it's not that dangerous of a monster. And the Giraffodile is just extremely strong. Bloaty Toad is weak to fire, though, so take advantage of that. And there's another enemy here. Everything here, I think, is either weak to fire or verbal, so just keep that in mind, I guess.
Just don't like line up with Pokemon rules, though.
Don't
You're in
bring
a swamp.
don't bring a poison unit into here, like the Exterminator or the Homeless Guy. Like, they're just not good for this area. You're gonna have a hard time if you bring them here.
You like that, huh?
Don't say that, Mr. President. Mr. Vice President, sir. Please stop. Halt.
Oh, there is some trivia I wanted to talk about.
Yeah?
So, this game had a 3DS port. Like, you could buy it on the shop.
Really?
But they took it down. Do you want to guess why they took it down?
Is it like a, they would, like, politics would have gotten mad at something?
No. You know how some 3DS games allow you to, like, hack into the system and do a bunch of homebrew stuff on it?
Yeah.
And or piracy?
Yeah.
The eShop port of Citizens of Earth was one of those games.
What?
It just happened to be able to allow you to hack into the system somehow, so they just straight up took it down. So if you own the 3DS port of Citizens of Earth, you own a piece of gaming history that will probably never be seen on that console again. And I don't think they have any plans of fixing it, because like it was released kind of, or it was taken down kind of late into the game's lifespan. They were probably working on the sequel by the time that was done. Canon is extremely powerful. I don't know, if I knew that was going to happen, I would have bought that port, because I love this game, and I want...
Well, you can't expect stuff like that to happen.
I love weird ports of games. Canon is a very strong attack that hits all enemies, that is super useful for fighting a group.
What is the weirdest port out there? I think it's all the Call of Duty games that were ported to the DS.
I knew some friends who owned those. They looked very strange. I'm not really a Call of Duty fan, if you can't tell from the stuff I play on this channel. It's
Gamers, rise up.
an RPG nut.
Yeah, it's so weird to think, like, the DS was such, like, a big system, and they're like, let's put on Call of Duty, and I think it was rated T, so they went down a letter rating. And they did this more than once.
How many M-rated DS games can you think of? 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors. That's the obvious one everyone thinks of.
There might be some adult video games maybe hidden on there, like...
I think even the GTA games were rated T on the DS.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, it's like, you couldn't really render anything that would need an M rating, because, like, anytime a DS game needed to do blood, it just did, like, a sparkle effect of red. Are you looking it up?
Yeah, rated MDS games. Because I think, like, they were really, like, chill about it.
Oh, one of the GTA games was rated M on the DS.
Touch of the Dead.
Someone made a video about it, that's great.
Resident Evil.
Resident Evil, that makes sense.
Oh, who else is here? Is there, like, a list?
Mortal Kombat makes sense. There aren't that many. Like,
Yeah, honestly. It's like how there's barely any, what are the actual porn games?
AO,
yeah.
adults only.
Adults only and like early childhood are like the rarest ones, I think, to actually.
If you... Now, I've never searched this myself, but I hear that they're kind of easy to find if you know where to look. But like most retail stores and even a bunch of online stores like Steam, they have like an internal rule that they won't carry games with an AO rating. So yeah,
it's so weird because yeah, there's not that many games on here at all. Like who knows what Teresa?
If you want an enormous list of them, just look at Twitch's banned games.
Yeah, what I do find weird is like they were like at least Nintendo was like really chill about like or not they were like really like uptight about not letting like a lot of M games on their consoles because they're the family friendly one, and then they put Bayonetta in Smash and then they ported the Bayonetta games over. You know, Bayonetta, the M-rated game.
And then there's that time where like, hey, we'll put Solid Snake in, but don't bring your guns.
And Bayonetta needs to bring her guns because she got gun shoes.
Gun shoes.
Gun
You've
shoes.
been playing Bayonetta.
It is so fun, but I think I'm starting to get carpal tunnel.
I think I left this battle in because I want to show off
I wasn't a fan of that!
I love that line. I wasn't a fan of that.
0 out of 10. Not my favorite.
This is not a good spot to have. You need your best party members for this area, and a lot of my people are underleveled right now.
Oh, video games. Remember when Night Trap was considered, like, peak degeneracy?
Didn't they make a PS4 remake of that?
I think they did.
How was that? Was it literally just the game? Because you can beat that game in, like, I think 20 minutes if you know what you're doing.
I think it was just a new port for it. Where, like, they improved, like, the camera quality.
Did they reshoot the cutscenes?
No,
or did they just upscale them?
They probably just upscaled them, like, sort of how when they make, like, Blu-rays of, like, old movies.
Yeah.
But it's so weird to think.
And then they also off-screen anything racist.
Does Nitro have anything racist?
I found this out a couple years ago. Did you know that Fantasia has a blackface character in it?
Yes.
Yes. That blew me away. Like, what? Okay, I didn't realize it was that old that would be a thing that could happen.
Oops.
But, like, how they censored it was hilarious. They just, like, panned the camera so she's not on screen. It's like...
It kind of reminds me of old anime censorship, especially in Sailor Moon.
Courage Corpse.
So in the 4th season, there's a character called Fisheye, who in the original Japanese was a gay male who was also a cross-dresser. You can't have that, so they just changed Fisheye into a woman. Except there's this one episode
Isn't
of
that how they did Poison in Final Fight?
I think with Final Fight is we can't have them beat up a woman, so we're just gonna make her trans.
Oh.
But with that, because there's one scene of season 4 where Fisheye took off like the shirt he was wearing, and you could see his bare chest. So what they did was they cut the tape so it would be above like where the nipples would be.
Anything to release it, I swear to God. Like,
and there was like, but it was like easy to tell because there were like bars on the screens, like obvious signs that something wasn't wrong. The aspect ratio was off. It's hilarious. I like looking into the weird dubbing of Sailor Moon. It's also weird dubbing in general. Like, go to Dragon Ball, like, dubbing if you want to have a good time. It's never a good time, but I'm gonna pretend it's a good time.
I want to level up some lore, but zoom in.
Zooey mama.
I forgot what that did.
I could talk more about weird dubbing if we're not doing anything.
She gets a lot of support abilities. I don't know, maybe I'm using her wrong, I don't know.
Rolling around at the speed of sound.
I hate the sound that the game makes when you go through the swamp water. Why do you think they made that sound? Okay, well of course we're gonna find him here.
Should I look like something else? Were you perhaps expecting a raccoon or a man in a cape?
I just mean I saw the plunger and I put 2 and 2 together. Though most plumbers I see use shells and fireballs to solve their problems.
These plumbers you speak of, they do not sound like the man you should be calling to fix your pipes. You want I should print my number for you?
Print your number? I had your number once, but I lost it. I think your prince is in another castle.
You get it, guys? 'Cause Mario!
Print. They really reached for that one, and I think that makes it funnier.
Do you guys like Mario?
I should join you, huh? Not yet, not yet.
Still just the most normal man.
He might be my favorite voice actor in the game.
He's steep in human garbage. Human excrement.
So yeah, he wants you to... So those pieces of flotsam I've been picking up this whole time, he wants you to collect all 10 of them, and there are exactly 10 of them in the swamp.
Oh boy.
You will see how long this took me. After a while... Yeah, I'm gonna just start cutting until I find them. So there's the 5th one. I did not get these in any particular order, so just bear with me if you're using this as a guide for some godforsaken reason.
It's just the stream of consciousness. It is a game of gaming. You zone out and just keep on walking.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that sound.
I put the school mascot back in just because these enemies were pissing me off that much. Oh, bonus RAM for California.
California.
Yep. The bonus RAM, attack and special attack doubled, permanently distracted. That's like a confusion status, I think.
Oh no.
But instead of attacking party members, you just do nothing. So that's a pretty high risk, high reward item.
Oh, you're being ganged up.
Oh
No.
That
it's Buswell.
That battle. Oh, I completely forgot to show a battle with that thing. I think we're gonna see them in the next dungeon, actually.
They're Buswells.
Those do look like shotgun. Those do look like Buzzwoles, yeah. That is, I think, the Mighty Mosquito. Oh, here's the Gardener. I think you're meant to find her first somewhere else. So that enemy, it has, like, it can, like, suck, as you'd expect. Yeah, it just sucks health. It can pump itself up, which is just an attack boost. They brought back that enemy back in the sequel, too.
I wish you'd said something sooner. The president wants me to do some landscaping at his vacation home.
This is his vacation home?
This is not his vacation home.
It should be.
That's the executive resort, which we'll go to later. She actually works for the government already. So, like, her and the vice president are on a first-name basis, basically.
Ooh.
But we can't say each other's first name, because you can call them anything you want.
Look at us go. Man, video games. Have you ever looked at, like, how, like, different shows do sound effects for different things? Like, I think in The Lion King, instead of using, like, lion roars, they use tiger roars. Because lion roars are wimpy and pathetic compared to tigers. And they're like, oh no.
I am all that is man. Hi? I just rolled a 20. Is this something some new fad youngsters do? They wish. No, I'm live action role playing. It's intense. Rolling a 20 means just defeated Snugglecrap and Elder Swamp Dragon. I don't see an Elder Dragon or a Junior Dragon. That's because I rolled a 20 to feed the entire nest. Now go away, level up.
Man, we love some gaming.
Do you ever just go out to the swamp in roleplay?
Always.
Alright, do you want to guess how long it takes me to find the final one?
42 hours. 5 hours. Never.
It takes me 10 minutes to find the final one.
Well, my overestimations seem like too much now.
Oh, the beekeeper's here too. She says she's making swamp honey.
By swamp honey, she means she's gonna put a thing in that lake and be all like, it is good now.
Exactly.
And then because there are people out there who do urine therapy because God is dead and we killed him.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It was in the corner southwest of the docks. Oh, there he is. I hope you enjoy my editing. Help.
Help, please.
For three frames you can see just help. Return to him.
Some sort of ARG. Not enough.
Oh my god, has anyone ever made a Let's Play in ARG? Or turned a Let's Play into an ARG?
Oh, well, there was Petscop, but that was a totally made-up game.
Petscop is probably the closest we're gonna see to that.
Yeah, but would Ben Drown count?
Ben Drowned was made up too.
Yeah, but like technically, like the footage is
He just hacked the game a bunch.
Yeah.
So yeah, we got the plumber. Do you remember what he named him? It's gonna come to you any second now.
Oh yeah.
Granddad!
Granddad.
Flintstones!
Dune.
I think he's kind of annoyed with that meme now.
Good. Yeah, but maybe there are ARG, because ARGs are really fun to watch, but sometimes...
Monkey Wrench, Plunger, Crack Spackle, spray cement down the drain, flushed away, scowled, and chill. He learns some really powerful attacks, but like most of his attacks use 2 or more energy. That's basically his gimmick. He also is a bit of an elementalist too. So yeah.
All ARG like Let's Plays like seem to be like intentionally made that way.
Okay, hold on. Listen here.
What on earth are you doing outside without an umbrella?
Did you see what just happened?
You triggered it before it actually like loaded in.
So I talked about the weather lady before. The game crashed, by the way.
Heck yeah.
So in order to recruit the weather lady, it needs to be raining and then she can randomly appear. And this is actually the best place to recruit her, because like it's almost always raining. I triggered the cutscene where she tries to join you the frame I entered the building, and that caused the game to crash. What are the odds of that?
Oops.
That is absurd.
Yeah, but like all ARG Let's Plays just seem to be, it's made to be that way, like a Pony Island situation where it's all like, it starts out normal, then oops. I want someone to make an ARG Let's Play where they're like playing through like Mario 64, and then stuff starts getting weird. Like,
so, just leave your game on and wait outside here. Like, I'm not even kidding. That is like the best way. You wanted to name her Fake News.
Fake News, because there's no other journalists.
But she's a weather lady. She's
Fake
not a journalist. Also, she might be the worst party member in the game because she has a really annoying gimmick that I'll show off next turn.
If anything, like
skies.
weather is the most fake news because they lie all the time.
Acid rain. They don't intentionally lie about the weather though.
That's just Big Pharma covering it up.
Oh my god.
Hey, sunshine.
I like her personality. Also, her talent is that she can control the weather. She can straight up change it on the fly.
You got some sort of god on your team.
And you can actually solve a few puzzles by doing this, but we'll get to that later. So yeah. Next time we will do the flooded building dungeon. Yeah.
Oh boy.
I'll see you folks then. We'll see you folks then.
Bye.